Heidi Johnson, Junior Past Grand, Worthy Advisor, International Order of the Rainbow for Girls. Please join me in giving her a hearty welcome. Heidi, may we hear from you at this time, and would you please introduce Mrs. Regier and the Grand Officers accompanying you?
Thank you. Would Mrs. Regier and the Grand Officers please stand? Up in the east, we have our Supreme Deputy, Mrs. Dana Regier, and over in the red dress, we have Sarah Grayson, Grand Lab and Representative of Indiana and Kentucky, Natalie Martin, Grand Confidential Server and Representative to Kansas and Nebraska, and Angelina Harris, member of the Grand Executive Committee, Raibow Flag Bearer, and representative to Canada, New Hampshire, and Vermont. Thank you so much. Grand Bethel Honored King, Grand Bethel Guardian, distinguished and honored guests, and friends of California Rainbow, good evening. Good evening. It is my privilege to be speaking to you today on behalf of our Grand Worthy Advisor, Alana Clement, who is currently representing California at Oregon's Grand Assembly. Last year, I had the pleasure of serving with Andrea and Jessica as we led our respective organizations, and I am excited to be here today to see them shine. So, I have a question for all of you. Dutch Bros or Starbucks? During the year I served as Grand Worthy Advisor, this was a very important question and was asked frequently. If you've never heard of Dutch Bros, it is a drive-through coffee shop with great drinks and energetic broistas. The closest one is in Fresno, and I would highly suggest going and trying the drink. This feud between Dutch Bros and Starbucks began during my travels when I shared that I was very much Team Dutch Bros, while Mrs. Regier, on the other hand, was very much Team Starbucks. As we traveled, we would ask the girls and adults which one they preferred and would have debates as to which coffee shop was better. Even at Grand Assembly, people submitted wishes to our wish jar for me to say that Starbucks was better than Dutch Bros, and for Mrs. Regier to say that Dutch Bros was better than Starbucks. Even though we never really reached a conclusion as to which coffee shop was better, I definitely know it's Dutch Bros. So, I have another question for all of you. Rainbow Girls or Joe's Daughters? Over the years that I have been in Rainbow, I have noticed that there's almost a competition between our two orders. I have heard of Rainbow Girls not liking Joe's Daughters, and of Joe's Daughters not liking Rainbow Girls. While I'm sure many of us here have heard these comparisons, have you ever stopped for a moment to think about how truly similar our organizations are? Both of our organizations offer girls time-honored lessons and help push girls to be the very best they can be. We care deeply about our communities and cherish the memories we hold with our respected sisters. Throughout this year, I have had the honor of serving side by side and working together with the California Joe's Daughters to help strengthen the bond of all three Masonic youth groups. It was through that committee that showed me that our organizations are unique in their own special way, just like how both Dutch Bros and Starbucks are unique in their own special way. It's okay to love both Dutch Bros and Starbucks, and it's okay to love both of our organizations. After all, we are all a part of our Masonic family, which has a common goal of making the world a better place. Instead of comparing our organizations, we should be working together towards the goals of our Masonic family. At the end of the day, we are the future of our Masonic family. So let's work together to make it sparkle. Thank you.